Good morning, everyone. How's it going? We have to do a last-minute trip for work, so we have to go north. So we're trying to like frantically pack right now because we have to leave at tonight at like, I guess it would be tomorrow morning at like 3 a.m. in order to get to where we need to get to. So, surprise, we're going somewhere tomorrow. And so are you, if we can get packed in time. Although for me, it's gonna be kind of easy. Which black shirt am I gonna, yeah, ignore those. Those are for special occasions, guys. Which black shirt am I gonna wear today? Packing for me, easiest job ever. It's just, I don't roll anything up. I just like stuff it in there because it comes out wrinkled anyway. I just don't care. Oh, where are we going? We're going on a special trip tomorrow. Ready to go? Do you know where we're going?
Hello.
Yeah, do you know where we're going though?
I'm putting the circle.
Yeah, you are? You are. In fact, you are. Diesel, do you know where we're going? Huh? Oh, really? We're gonna go find snow? Diesel is funny. But yeah, we're going up north. We got a cool little thing that we're gonna be doing out there. I can't wait to show you. It's something Allie has been wanting to do as long as I've actually known her. Pretty much one of the first reasons why we bought the RV. And we're finally going. Ironically enough, we're not going with the RV because it's so busy right now. All the RV spots are pretty much taken. So that's the irony of the situation. Rem and I are just gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna make Remy pack her own stuff. Remy, can you pack your own stuff? Yeah? What are you gonna pack? Acorns? Oh, let me tell you a quick story, real fast. This is, I don't mean to like do Remy baby stuff, but like this I thought was really actually kind of cute. I was, you know, trying to get the pool back in order. I'm kind of there. Remy has been, you are a big girl. Where are you going now? I was doing that and she goes, I have an idea. So she ran into the garage. You hear the garage door, you know, chime. She comes out, she's like, I'm a big girl. She's holding my toolkit, my little case. And I'm kidding, holding it, trying to open it so she can get these because she wanted to crush the acorns and get the stuff out of them. Crazy. That's why I'm walking around with pliers right now. Or are these pliers? Yeah, these are pliers, right? But that, if you wondered why I'm just randomly talking with some pliers in my hand, I don't know. Are they? I don't even know. You got? Is that your idea to get wet? Here, let me help you. I could have helped you. Come on. I could have helped you. If I knew what you were doing, I could have helped you. Yeah, I know. You cool to be wet for a little bit because we're gonna have to eat dinner and all that fun stuff. So we gotta change.
So I'm in the ER. I've been experiencing chest pains and pains on my right arm and my left arm. And I've been here for a couple hours to get checked out. So far things seem okay. Still getting checked out. But I feel okay. I just got back from the ER. You're probably like, why did you go to the ER, Allie? So last night I started experiencing some very abnormal chest pains that I've never felt before on the left side of my body. And I started feeling pains in my shoulder. And I started feeling pains in my like bicep area. It made me a little anxious last night. I tried to like let it subside, like let that anxious feeling subside. The chest pain ended up going away, but then there's like a kind of a tightness right here, and then the awkwardness in my arm and my shoulder and my bicep didn't subside, so I still kind of had this like weird lingering uncomfortable feeling in my left arm. And I kind of had like a difficult time sleeping last night because I was just kind of on edge. When I woke up this morning, I had noticed that it had not subsided. Like my arm was still feeling strange, and it almost felt like not necessarily numb, but like more of a tingly feeling. I kept comparing it to like how icy hot makes you feel. There was like portions of my arm that felt like you put icy hot on, so it's like this like weird cold, like tingly feeling. And then there was also portions of my arm that not on the exterior but like on the interior was kind of numbing. It was constant and my arm felt really heavy. And then, you know, of course here I am, I go online and it says all these like really crazy things like stroke and heart attack and all these things, and like it's like getting in my head and it's awful. And so I was like trying to calm myself down, and I was talking to Charles, and then I talked to Melissa, and I talked to my mom. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna, you know, I had to go pull some stuff from the storage unit. I went for a walk and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like, you know, get my mind off of it. I'm sure this is just all in my head. I am just like making myself feel worse, basically. You know, like I read the awful stuff on, you know, Googling it, and I should never do that. Don't ever Google symptoms. I was just like, you know, it's probably just all in my head. I'm just like, I need to just let this go. So I went for a walk to kind of clear my head. And I came home, and my arm still didn't feel right. It was like that little pain right here was still kind of there, and it was like coming and going. My arm, like, it was in my shoulder, and it was in my bicep, and it just was feeling awful. And I was just like, I kept telling Charles, I'm like, something just doesn't feel right. Like, this just doesn't feel right. I'm like really nervous. It doesn't feel right. And I was talking to Melissa, and she asked like one of her friends, it's a doctor and all that jazz, and you know, she was like, you know, I can't diagnose her over the phone, but I would encourage her to go to the doctor because it has to do with your chest, and you don't want to mess with anything, especially on the left side of your body. You don't want to mess with that because it could be something life-threatening. You know, after talking with a few people, they were like, you know, I just, you know, try and calm down and, you know, try and do something that might calm you. And I could not, personally, I couldn't find anything that would calm me. And so I finally said to Charles, I said, I think I'm just going to go to the ER. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I think I'm just going to go to the ER. I think it's going to make me feel better knowing what's going on. It's going to feel better for me getting facts. If it is something, I am in the ER and I'm safe. And they ran all these different tests on me. I got x-rays, I did an EKG, blood tests, all these different things. And then I ended up getting, you know, I ended up going home after that. But they did request that I get a couple more tests done. They said it was good that I went in because, you know, especially with our hearts, it's like, you know, you don't want to screw around with that because it could be something life-threatening and dangerous and awful. And I kind of like mentioned to them, you know, they were like, you know, have you been stressed recently, and like, have you ever experienced anxiety and all these different things? And I was like, yeah, I have. I said, you know, I kind of told them what I did for a living, and then just kind of like the emotional side of just kind of what I've been going through over the past month, which is stuff I haven't really shared online. And they said, you know, that could be a big part of it. But they were so concerned about the numbness in my arm and like the tingliness in my arm, because it's not, that could be nerves, you know, like a pinched nerve or something like that, which I've had plenty of those before and they suck. I feel very optimistic that it's nothing bad because they did let me go and they seemed very confident with letting me go. They told me just to kind of like take it as easy as possible tonight, and I was like, I'm driving to Georgia tomorrow. They said, well, you know, are you going for vacation or for work? And I said, well, a little bit of both. And they're like, try and take on the vacation part a little bit more. But they did request that I get tested for a few things when I get home, which I'm going to do. I don't know. I know this may seem silly to some people. I am the type of person that I avoid the doctors at all costs. I feel like I can tough through it. I don't even like to go and I don't take anything over the counter. Last night was the first time I've taken Bayer. Like, I took aspirin because I was so afraid, but I don't take over the counter stuff. I very rarely take myself to the doctor if I'm sick because it's more of like a mind over matter thing for me. And this is the first time in my life where I've actually been very scared, and I had to make the decision not only for myself, but it was for my family, because if there was something wrong, you know, I have a baby, I have a little girl, and I think that was like my biggest driving factor as to going into the ER was because of Remy. I'm glad I did because I feel better. I still don't feel great. I still don't feel like super relief, but I feel better knowing that there's nothing wrong with my heart, and there's, you know, I'm not having a heart attack or a stroke or anything weird like that. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I went. Obviously, at this point in my life, I'm 35, and at my age, it's not super common, but it's not uncommon, especially when stress is involved, for you to have issues with your heart and to have heart attacks. And like, that was like my biggest fear because I've just been so stressed out with things recently. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm gonna take it easy tonight. I'm just getting the rest of the packing done, and then I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed because we're gonna get up early in the morning to go drive. On that note, I am gonna go eat some dinner and take it easy, because if you know anything about ER visits, they tend to last very, very long. So I've been there for a very long time. Tomorrow we start driving to Georgia. So anywho, thanks so much for watching, and we love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.